right? So mechanical measurements and metrology, force measurement. So our topic is a force measurement. So the learning outcome abindrathu select suitable instrument for force measurement, right? So these are the content we are going to see. Platform balance, load cell, cantilever beam, right? So cantilever beam, again cantilever beam, it is used to measure acceleration as well as force, right? So force measure it is the structure of cantilever. I mean or long beam வந்து beam ஓட ஒரு end வந்து it is supported by the fixed other end பாத்தீங்கன்னா free end ஆ இருக்கும். Fixed end and then free end. One side பாத்தீங்கன்னா fixed end, other side வந்து free end ஆ இருக்கும். That is a cantilever beam, right? So we need to understand that correlation between mass, force and torque measurements. So both are closely related quantities, mass, force and torque. So we know that mass, it describes the quantity of matter that body contains. So we know mass is nothing but it's a quantity of matter that your body contains. Force, it is defined as influence that causes an object to change its rate or direction of the movement or rotation, right? So force அப்படின்றது if ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் ஸ்டெடியா இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா we can't say force. So அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்டோட ஒரு ஸ்டேட்டை நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா we can say it's a force. So it is defined as an influence that causes an object to change its rate or direction of movement or rotation, right? So ஒரு movement, right? இதான் வந்து force. A force can accelerate objects by pulling and pushing them, right? So force பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா it can accelerate the objects by pulling or pushing them, right? So force, we know that the Newton's second law, force is the product of mass into acceleration. So force equal to mass into acceleration. So for our seismic type of accelerometer, we use the same formula. So we know the seismic mass தெரியும், the force க்கு பதிலா we use spring constant and linear displacement. So here we know the force equal to mass into acceleration, META. The unit is Newton. Force unit is Newton, which means kg meters per second square, right? It can be applied in either horizontal or vertical direction. So it is a linear force. Linear force, it can be applied in horizontal or vertical direction. So linear force, it may be generally it is linear force. It may be applied as a horizontal or vertical. So force அப்படின்றது horizontal vertical ஆ இருக்கும். Horizontal in the sense we can use mass into acceleration. If the force is vertical, or the force is applied in downward direction, then the mass is subject to gravitational force and is calibrated as a weight, calibrated as an acting force. So vertical force அப்படின்றது nothing but our weight. So நம்ம weight measure பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா it's nothing but we are indirectly measuring the force. ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு நம்ம ஒரு weight அப்படின்றது indirect, ஏன்னா weightன்றது it is a mass into acceleration due to gravity. So W equal to m into g. So if the vertical force நான் measure பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா it's nothing but our weight. So weight measure பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா we can say it's a force measure பண்ணி கூட சொல்லலாம், right? But depends on application, we change the terminology. So நம்ம ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டை வெயிட் பண்றதுக்கு weight வச்சு பார்க்கலாம், அங்க force ன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம். But if the vertical force act ஆச்சுன்னா this is similar to our weight. So if the force is applied downward direction, then the mass subject to gravitational force and it is calculated as a force. So weight, vertical force nothing but our weight, mass into acceleration due to gravity. So F equal to m into g, right? So again the torque, it can be rotational force. As I said, it can be rotational force. Linear in the sense normal force. Rotational force we can say it's a torque. When applied to a body, torque causes the body to rotate about 6 axis of rotation. So object நான் push பண்றேன் pull பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா it will move linear, right? So it will move linear. அப்ப ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா force apply பண்றேன். If நான் ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டை ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு if I give the rotational force கொடுத்து, for example நீங்க bolt நட்ட டைட் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா போல்ட்டை சென்டர்ல ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு we will give the rotational force. So rotational force நம்ம ரொட்டேட் பண்றப்ப ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா எனக்கு டார்க். So when apply a body, torque causes the body to rotate about 6 axis of rotation, right? So there are variety of ways to measure force, right? We have a variety of ways. One is mechanical balancing. The first one is first method, mechanical balancing. This is a very simple method. If you want to weighing any particular object, or object weight measure பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னா we can say it's a vertical force. So because vertical force is nothing but our weight. So for horizontal force, F equal to ma, it is measuring an unknown force by measuring the acceleration when it's applied to a body of known mass, right? So if I'm giving the horizontal force, so the object will move. So I know the mass of the object, I know the acceleration, then I can calculate the force. So mass, acceleration, the product of this C is nothing but our force. This is our Newton's second law, right? So if I'm applying the vertical force, again F equal to m into G. So if I'm measuring the weight, it is a related as the vertical force. So measuring the unknown force by measuring the weight of an object, right? So the second method, first method on the weighing machine which calculate பண்ற மாதிரி. Second method is from measuring the variation in the resonant frequency of the vibrating wires as it tensed by an applied force, right? So first time first method we are going to measure the force with the help of weighing machine வச்சு. Second வச்சு என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா we have a wires, அதாவது எந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு நம்ம ஃபோர்ஸ் மெஷர் பண்ண போறோமோ அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் அசியூம் தட் ஆப்ஜெக்ட் மேல ஒரு எலாஸ்டிக் மெம்பரை வச்சுட்டு அது மேல ஒரு வைப்ரேட்டிங் வயர்ஸ் நான் வச்சிடுறேன். ஸோ இஃப் த வைப்ரேட்டிங் வயர்ஸ் டென்ஷன் ஆச்சு ஏதாவது டிஃபார்ம் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா the frequency will changes. So that frequency is calibrated as the force. So for measuring the variation in the resonant frequency of a vibrating wire as it's tensioned by the applied force. So wire la force apply ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா frequency will changes. That frequency is calibrated as the force. Simple, right? So no need to bother about that relationships. La பார்க்க வேணாம், just understand the concept. So if the wires get force, then the frequency will changes. So the frequency changes directly related to us our force. This is our second method. And the third method is from load cells. So this is our specific topic we are going to see later. So with the help of load cell we can easily measure the load cells that deform in the horizontal or vertical direction. When horizontal forces, vertical forces are applied, also be used as a force sensors. So with the help of load sensor we can measure the force. Fourth method is we can use elastic members. So applying unknown force to an elastic member and measuring the resulting deflection on calibrated force field. So elastic member in the sense elastic. We know that two deformation: elastic deformation, plastic deformation. So elastic deformation, I mean, it regain its original shape. So deform out. So if we have an elastic member வைக்கிறேன், அந்த elastic member if gets force, அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா அது வந்து shape changes வரும். So அந்த changes வச்சு we can measure the deflection வச்சு we can measure the force. Right? This is the force method. The other way பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா if we can use the pressure. So translating the force to the fluid pressure and then measuring the resultant pressure. So pressure measure பண்ணி the pressure is calibrated as the force. Again magnetic force, the balancing force against the magnetic force, which is developed by interaction of magnet and current in coil. This is similar to our Hall effect sensors. Right? So if the magnetic field changes, automatically the voltage will change. So the voltage is directly related to our force. So these are the ways to measure force. So we have a variety of ways to measure force. One is weighing method. This is similar to our normal weighing the object. Second one is wires. So if the wires gets force, the frequency will changes. That frequency is calibrated as the force. The third way is we can use load cells. So from load cells we can measure horizontal as well as vertical forces. The fourth method is we can use elastic member. So the deflection of elastic member is calibrated as the force. In other way, the pressure can be used to find force. Magnetic force also we can use. The balancing the force against the magnetic force we can say as a force. Right? It is similar to our Hall effect sensors. Alright, so the various methods to measure force. The force measurement can be classified as three ways. One is a mechanical weighing system, elastic transducer, and one is the others. So mechanical weighing system, it may be the direct method or indirect method. So direct method means equal arm balance, unequal arm balance. Indirect method means platform balance. Right? In our syllabus we have a platform balance allowed. Right? So mechanical weighing system we have a two type: direct, indirect. Direct அப்படின்றது equal arm, unequal arm. Indirect அப்படின்றது platform balance. Elastic members based பண்ணிருக்கோம். We have a two type: Steinkous and a probing ring. If it is others la பார்த்தோம்னா we have a cantilever beam. So cantilever beam, it is a structure, right? So from that cantilever beam we can measure the force. Piezoelectric type load cell and then hydraulic and pneumatic system. These are the other ways to measure force. Right? The first one is a mechanical weighing system. We have a two method. One is a direct method, another one is a indirect method. So direct method is nothing but we know the gravitational force. So it is similar to physical balance. So this involves direct comparison with the known gravitational force of a standard. For example, I have an object. I want to measure vertical force. So vertical force, if I'm measuring the weight of the object, weight measure panna I can say it's a force, vertical force. So direct measure பண்றேன், weight measure பண்ணி weight இருந்து I can say my force. It's a direct method. Indirect method means this involves a comparison with measurement of force effect on your body, right? So previous case la object is in steady state la irundhu gravity vechi na move பண்ணிட்டேன். If the object is in dynamic, if the object is movable irundhu appadina force is calculated from acceleration due to the gravity and the mass of the component. So it will changes. So எனக்கு gravity ஒண்ணா தான் இருக்கும், but அந்த mass வந்து நான் கொடுக்குற force பேஸ் பண்ணி சேஞ்ச் ஆகும். So it is a vertical force. Right, so this is the direct and indirect method. So here we have a direct and indirect method. So direct method we have a equal arm balance. So this image it easily represents நம்ம நார்மலா யூஸ் பண்ற weighing machine தான். This is a equal arm. Why we say equal arm means the both parts connected with the equal arm. So ரெண்டு சென்டர்ல இருக்கும். Unequal arm, this is the examples are unequal arm. Right, this is the platform balance where you can see in the rice mills and all. Platform balance. Why we say platform means ஒரு platform இருக்கும், separate platform to measure heavy objects. So the equal and unequal arm balance are generally used for small components. If in a heavy object we go with platform balance. Right, this is a equal arm balance. Right, so this is a very simple concept. We are going to measure the weight. Right, principle is moment comparisons. The moment is based on the center point. Moment is based on the center point. Moment is based on the center point. So, for example, this is our center point, pivot point. I have a equal arm. So both the sides, the length L1 and L2 are equal. So the moment at the center, moment produced by unknown mass or force equal to moment produced by known mass due to the gravitational force. This is a very simple principle. If you want to know the weight, what we do, we place unknown weight to one side, we place known weight to other side. If the indicator, the pointer is in center position, then we can assume that the unknown mass equal to known mass. This is a constant. So moment produced by the unknown mass of force are equal to moment produced by the known mass due to the gravitational force. So for null balance, if I'm not adding any weight, then W1 equal to L1 equal to W2 equal to L2. So equal arm, so L1 and L2, so W1 equal to W2. So if we add unknown mass here, so here we add mass. If the pointer gets center position, we measure the weight. So this is a very simple principle. Unequal arm balance, the name implies that we don't have an equal arm. So previous case L1 and L2 both are equal, but here L1 and L2 is not equal, so we use the terminology called A and B. So here also moment comparisons. So the two arms, namely load and power arm. So this is a load arm, this is the power arm. This is a load arm, this is the power arm. So load arm we insert our unknown mass. Power arm we insert mass. So enna பண்ணுவோம் அப்படினா இந்த unknown mass la, for example, I want to know the vertical force of object or object, and the object I have a pointer, the pointer பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா it will move. So here I have a unequal arm. The equal arm la, power arm la we have a standard mass. So I will add the weight here. So weight add பண்ணி if I adjusting this lever, the lever adjust பண்ணி அப்படினா எவ்வளவு தூரம் adjust பண்ணனும் அப்படினா the pointer neutral position வர வரைக்கும். So I need to adjust this arm while the pointer need to get neutral position. The neutral position வர வரைக்கும் I need to adjust my arm. Adjust பண்ணேன் அப்படினா so A and B ஈக்குவலா கொண்டு வரணும். So அதான் இங்க சொல்றோம். For null balance W2 equal to A, W3. If unequal arm, then W2 equal to W1 into B into A. So W1 என்றது known mass, B and A we can easily measure. So B A என்றது is a fixed value, B என்றது you can measure. So இந்த readings are there. So நீங்க ரெண்டுக்கு 0, இந்த கால்குலேட்டர்ல 0 வர மாதிரி, பாயிண்டர்ல 0 வர மாதிரி you need to adjust this arm. So இங்க B என்ன வருதோ if you measure the B by A equal to W1. Right, so this is unequal arm balance. So known weight can be decreased by increase in length B, and heavier load can be measured with the help of small known mass. This is generally used for heavier objects. So equal arm பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நீங்க 5 kg க்கு 5 kg ஆட் பண்ணனும். unknown mass 5 kg, known mass it should be 5 kg ஆகும். unequal பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் somewhat reduction இருக்கும் because it's act as a cantilever, so amplification இருக்கும், so distance வந்து it plays a major role, right? So அதனால you can measure heavy object with a small weight பண்ணலாம். Again, this is the platform balance. So platform balance means we have a separate platform where we are going to measure heavy object, right? So here we have a two weights, right? The poise weight, pan weight. So here we are going to place the W ன்ற இடத்துல we are going to place the object, எதுக்கு weight measure பண்ண போறோமோ அந்த heavy object இங்க place பண்ணலாம். That's why rice mill ல பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா we use platform balance because நம்ம மேனுவலா கையில தூக்கி மெஷர் பண்ண முடியாது 25 kg. So we have a platform balance, so we placing our object here, the entire weight is divided here and it is distributed via wires, linkages wala tension agum. So the poise weight and then the pan weight both are calibrated, idu rendiyum நம்ம equal calibrate பண்ணி we will measure the weight, right? So normally nowadays it has a digital, so this is the analog one. Nowadays it has a digital, so நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படினா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா இங்க weight ஆட் பண்ணுவோம், inside அப்படியே எனக்கு ரீடிங் வந்துட்டே இருக்கும், digital reading. So large weight W may be measured in terms of smaller weights. Weight W is called the poise weight and W is the pan weight. So with the W on the scale platform and balanced by a pan weight W. So platform scale is an instrument, industrial weighing instrument consisting of a platform, and it is coupled to an automatic system of levers and adjustable weights used to weigh large or heavy objects. So it is a weighing machine with a platform to hold the object or object being weighted. எதை மெஷர் பண்ண போறோமோ அதை வந்து இங்க பிளேஸ் பண்ணலாம். This is what a platform balance, right? So from this image you can easily understand. This is a equal arm, this is an unequal arm, this is a platform balance, right? So here we add the object here and here we add the weight add பண்ணி இதை நம்ம vary பண்ணுவோம். Vary பண்ணி we will set the value 0, right? So the next method is elastic members. So force measurement method using elastic members. So the principle is very simple. Elastic material, we need an elastic material. When force is applied on an elastic member, the dimensions undergo a change. So elastic members irukku, elastic members la if the force apply ஆச்சு அப்படினா it will deform. Elastic member gets deformed. So the force is applied on the elastic member, the dimensions undergo a change. So dimensions change ஆகும். So the elastic member generally attached to the strain gauge. So if the dimension changes, the strain will change. So the strain gauge is bonded to the elastic member. The gauge is stretched or compressed, resulting in the change in length and diameter, right? So elastic member ku mela we have a strain gauge vechirupom. So the strain gauge appadina look like a wires mari da irukum. If the elastic members get stress or force, the strain gauge also gets force. So elastic members force aachna idhum force agum, strain gauge force agum. So strain gauge oda dimension will changes, that changes will give the electric signal. So dimension of strain gauge changes due to the change in resistance. The changes in the resistance of strain gauge gives the measurement of applied force. That voltage is directly proportional to the force, right? So very simple. Elastic members ku mela we have a strain gauge. So if the elastic members force apply பண்றோம், ஒரு load கொடுத்தோம் அப்படினா or force கொடுத்தோம் அப்படினா elastic members என்ன ஆகும் அப்படினா deform ஆகும். So the strain gauge deform ஆகும், deformation change in dimension ஆகும். So that change in dimension depends on the resistance. Strain gauge அப்படின்றது it's a resistance, wheelstone bridges அப்படினு we will see. So if the resistance changes அப்படினா voltage will changes. So that voltage is calibrated as the force, right? So again another one important force measurement is load cell. So load cells are force sensors that frequently incorporate mechanical packaging for fit into testing and monitoring systems. So load cells are, it is similar to force sensor. It is called as a force sensor. It is frequently incorporate mechanical packaging for fit into testing and monitoring system. For example, நீங்க ஒரு vehicle acceleration நீங்க செக் பண்ணனும் அப்படினா we use load cells. So load cells force எவ்வளவு force நீங்க அப்ளை பண்றீங்க, ஒரு பெடல்ல எவ்வளவு force நீங்க கொடுக்குறீங்கன்றதை we can measure with the help of load cells. So load cells are force sensors that frequently incorporate mechanical packaging for fit into testing and monitoring the system. They can be used for tension, compression and or shear measurement, and can be configured to measure force or load along multiple axes. So it can be used to measure tension, compression and shear. It may be any types of forces. and can be configured to measure force or load along multiple axes. எந்த ஆக்சிஸ்னாலுமே we can measure. So எந்த ஆக்சிஸ்ல வேணுமோ அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி we need to wind பண்ணணும். Right. So the applications are mechanical testing, ongoing system monitoring, and devices such as industrial weighing modules and scales. These are some of the applications for load cells. Right. So this is a image of load cells. We have a component. This is a load cell, right? So the surface of the load cell, we have a strain gauges. So strain gauges வந்து நம்ம attach பண்ணிருப்போம். So this orientation used to help to find compression. So again, in this side பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா this orientation helps to find tension, right? So the compression tension எப்படி இருக்குன்னா based on our force. So here I am applying the force. இங்க நான் இங்க force apply பண்றேன். Right, I am going to apply the force here. So இங்க force apply பண்றப்ப I am placing strain gauges எந்த மாதிரி இந்த டைரக்ஷன்ல இந்த ஓரியன்டேஷன்ல நான் செட் பண்றேன். So it will get the stress compression. நான் force கொடுத்தா compression. If நான் force இந்த பக்கம் கொடுக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னா this will get tension, this will get compression. Right, so this is what force load cells. So this is the strain gauge mounted in the component. So load cell is classified as a force transducer that converts force or weight into electrical signal. So strain gauges வந்து electrical signal produce பண்ணும். That electrical signal is converted as the force. So strain gauge அப்படின்றது the heart of load cell. Like our computer, we have a CPU. It's a load heart. Similarly, strain gauge, it is the heart of load cell. Devices that changes resistance when it's stressed. So strain gauges will change the resistance when it's stressed. Stress ஆச்சுன்னா resistance change ஆகும். Developed from ultra thin heat treatment metallic foil and are chemically bonded to a thin dielectric layer. So in the metal we will make gauge patches in சொல்லுவோம். Patches in the sense mounted to the strain elements with specially formulated adhesives. So patches அப்படின்றது it's a group of strain gauges. So group of strain gauges we will mounted on the surface, on the load cell surface ல பண்றோம். So ஒரு some adhesive வச்சு நம்ம paste பண்றோம். This is the gauge patches. So each gauge patch consists of one or more fine wires cemented to the surface of a beam ring or column within the load cell. So load cell குள்ள surfaceல நம்ம cement பண்றோம், I mean join பண்றோம் with some formulated adhesives வச்சு. So again, this is the object, right? So this is the object we are going to measure the force. So I am placing the strain gauge in this way, right? So for example, this is R1, resistance 1, R1, R4, this is R2 and R3. So orientation is, this is axis of object. It is a parallel axis. So R1 and R4 are parallel to axis, parallel to object axis. R3 and R2 are perpendicular to axis, object axis. Right. So if on R1, R2, R3 it will form as a resistance. So this circuit we say as a Wheelstone bridge. Right. So that we have a 4 resistor. Both 4 resistors are connected with some internal circuits. So R1, R2, similarly R3 and R4. The intersection of R1, R2 is a B, R3 and R4 D. So B and D will make output. A and C will give the input supply. Right. So it consists of 4 resistors: R1, R2, R3 and R4. It forms the Wheelstone bridge. R1 and R4, it's a fixed along axis of elastic member used to measure longitudinal strain. So R1 and R4, it is a fixed along axis of elastic member. So elastic member அதே axisல நம்ம வச்சிருக்கோம் orientation. It is used to measure longitudinal strain. R2 and R3, it is fixed along perpendicular to the axis of elastic member, used to measure transverse strain. So for ideal states, R1 and R2, so V0 equal to Vs, because எல்லாமே 90 டிகிரில கனெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோம். எனக்கு ஐடியல் ஸ்டேட், நான் எந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆக்சிலேட் ஆகல, லோட் செல் வந்து ஸ்டெடி ஸ்டேட்ல இருக்கு அப்படின்னா எனக்கு அவுட்புட் வோல்டேஜ் இன்புட் வோல்டேஜ் ஜீரோவா இருக்கும், சேமா இருக்கும். இஃப் எனி ஃபோர்ஸ் வில் அப்ளைடு, ஃபோர்ஸ் அப்ளை ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வில் சேஞ்சஸ், தட் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வில் காஸ் அவுட்புட் வோல்டேஜ். So that output voltage is measured with the help of this formula, V0 equal to Vs, supply voltage into R2 divided by R2 plus R1 minus R4 divided by R4 plus R3. So from this formula we will change. So the output voltage வச்சு we can measure the force. So at beginning la பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா we have 4 resistors. So 4 resistors connected with the 2 resistor connected with the parallel axis, 2 resistors connected with the perpendicular axis. So if the object doesn't experience any force, then output equal to supply voltage. There is no changes. if the force apply ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா output will changes எப்படி சேஞ்ச் ஆகும்னா from this formula, right? So again, if the surface to which the cause is attached to becomes strained, then the wire stretches or compressor changing the resistance proposed to the applied load. So again, very simple. Surface நம்ம எந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு ஃபோர்ஸ் மெஷர் பண்ண போறோமோ அங்க லோட் செல்ல வச்சிருவோம். லோட் செல் இட் இஸ் மேட் பை தி எலாஸ்டிக் மெம்பர் வித் ஸ்ட்ரெயின் காஜஸ். ஸ்ட்ரெயின் காஜஸ் அப்படின்றது இட்ஸ் a wires. That wires it may be the axis parallel to the object axis. ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டோட ஆக்சிஸ்க்கு parallel இருக்கும் or object axis perpendicular இருக்கும். If any forces appear, any forces வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா it will change the dimension, that resistance will changes, that resistance is give the voltage, that voltage is related to our force. So one or more strain gauges are used in the making of load cell. Multiple strain gauges are connected to the create 4 legs of Wheelstone bridge configuration. So we use multiple strain gauges. When an input voltage is applied to the bridge, the output voltage becomes proportional to the force on the cell. So எனக்கு force apply பண்ண அந்த variation வரும் directly proportional. So this output can be amplified and processed by conventional electrical instrumentation. Right, so these are the other applications like as I said, brake testing. So if you want to brake test, நான் brake apply பண்ணனும் அப்படினா எவ்வளவு force apply பண்ணா vehicle stop ஆகுது. So I can use by the help of load sensor. This is the engine dynamometer, right? So how much the engine rotor வந்து rotate ஆகும், vibration analyze பண்ணுது. This is checking connector insertion force. So this is the mating part. If I want to insert this object here, I need to check how much force I need to give. So அதை மெஷர் பண்றது. This is like a ஒரு testing. Testing like, for example, I'm having the material. If I want to test the how much weight load I need to give, so that is spring testing. Again, we have a the solenoid, எவ்வளவு force apply பண்றோம் அப்படிங்கறத மெஷர் பண்ணிட்டு we have a load cells. Okay, so the final one is cantilever beam. This is the final topic. So cantilever beam is a rigid structural element that extends horizontally and is supported at only one end. So the beam is supported by fixed end, other end is a free end. So cantilever beam, right? So typically it extends from a flat vertical surface such as wall to which it must firmly attach. So one of the example is our window மேல தான் வச்சிருக்கோம். It's like a cantilever beam. One end is free, another one is a fixed one. So like other structural elements, cantilever can be formed as a beam, plate, truss or slab. So how to measure force? So it is the simplest type of load measure cell. என்ன பண்றோம் அப்படினா எனக்கு இங்க வச்சிருக்கேன் ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்ட் இருக்கு, இது cantilever beam. So நான் இந்த இடத்துல எந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட் பண்ணணுமோ அங்க நான் ஃபோர்ஸ் I am giving the force here. நான் இங்க ஃபோர்ஸ் கொடுத்தேன்னா இந்த டிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் வரும், இந்த டிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் வச்சு I can easily measure. So the principal moment developed in the beam is proportional to applied force to the end of the beam. Right, so this is similar to our force spring damper. So spring அப்படின்றது அங்க நம்ம cantilever beam யூஸ் பண்ணோம், damping யூஸ் பண்ணோம், mass with the damp. அதே மாதிரி தான் இங்க cantilever beam. If the force is applied in free end, then deflection will occur in free end and the strain occurs in the fixed end. So you want to know, only thing is cantilever beam you use to measure force. Right, so strain gauge is attached at the fixed end, so it will measure the strain and it is calibrated as the force. Right, so these are some of the examples of cantilever beams. Right, so okay. So summary is force measurement. We can measure the force with the help of weighing. Vertical force full weighing la pannalam. Weighing பண்றப்ப equal arm, unequal arm, it comes with a direct method. Indirect method வந்து platform balance. So heavy object measure பண்ணனும் அப்படினா we need to go with the platform balance. Load cell அப்படின்றது it is comes with the elastic member with the strain gauges. So the strain gauges வந்து we will change the orientation. So if the force applied, the dimension of strain gauges will changes, it will induce the voltage. That voltage is translated as the force. The voltage here change ஆகுதுன்னா because we forming 4 resistance. Wheelstone bridge form பண்றோம் and the 4 resistance change ஆகிறப்போ voltage change ஆகும். So cantilever beam again one end is fixed, another end is a free end. If you apply the force on cantilever beam, we can easily measure force in measure பண்ணலாம். Okay, so thank you.